All right, so we're going to jump right into this right away. We've got 18 comics in this particular lot. I want you to see. We've just got a giant stack of comics. You're going to get everyone in here. But if you were in the studio with us, you would definitely take the time to preview these, look at them, know what you're going to buy, know what you're bidding on. And since we can't have you here, you're not going to fly in just for the day for this lot. What we're going to do is the next best thing, and that is to show you the quality and condition of all of these. Now, this lot, these are hard to find in any condition. Many of these are over 50 years old, and you know what the comic market is doing. These books are getting harder and harder to find in any way, much less in nice readable copies. The downside to that is many of these in this particular lot do have either writing on them or some damage. So we're not going to take a ton of time. I'm going to show you quickly the front cover and just kind of gloss over through any kind of issues. We'll show you the back cover of this. And what we'll do is we'll shine the light on it so you can see. You'll see any kind of dirt, any kind of pulls, any kind of tears. You'll be able to see the staples on these. We'll do the same on the front. And of course, we do it in very high definition. We start off at 8K, gets downscaled probably to about 1080p by the time you see it. So you'll have an opportunity to stop, pause, go back, look at what you need to see, and understand what it is you're bidding on. We also have the photos in the catalog, so you can look over those as well. And the last thing that I'm going to do is to show you a couple of the interiors. That way we can see little things like that. You see where it's torn just a bit right there. You can see where this is starting to come undone from the staples. And we're looking for quality and condition. You can see a little bit of dog ear. Quality and condition of the internal pages, the interiors right here. So what you might think of as white or off-white, I might think of as cream or yellow. I'm going to let you decide. So all of that being said, I'll point out this right here, and we're just going to go through these very, very quickly. Again, take the time, go back, rewind, pause, zoom in on what you need to see. But we're going to go through all 18 of these as quickly as possible so we don't waste too much of your time. So that is Casper, the Friendly Ghost, number 100. We're going to move right along here to number 93, I believe. Yes, from May of 66. Again, this one is double signed, so somebody owned it, and I guess somebody else owned it a little bit later. You can see some issues here. We'll give it the old wiggle jiggle. Again, I'm not going to point out every flaw. We'll just go over it very, very quickly, and you can, of course, look at it at your leisure. We'll show you the back. We'll give that the same wiggle jiggle. You saw those staples. They're not looking too great. They're pretty rusty, but the interior pages are looking nice. Ooh, look at that. That has come undone, and I'm going to show that to the catalog just so the catalog knows. So that'll be in the catalog as well, but you also know it right here, that those pages have come loose, and that is repaired. Somebody attempted to tape over it. If I had to take a guess, I'd say either Cliff or Bonnie, whoever it was that owned these. Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse is the next up from Gold Key. This is number 106, and what appears to be Pete. So tons of wear here on the spine, as you can see. The same over here. Nice little shark cover. I like that. You can see the writing on the top. We've pointed that out. And a little bit of paper loss right there. We'll show the other side as we flip it. And somebody was going to send this in. They started to fill it out. And then I guess just kind of gave up. And we'll show you a couple of pages, especially these pages that don't have ink on them. That's the best way to see what is happening here. So, unfortunate, something gouged through quite a few of these pages. So be aware of that. It's all through here, that weird triangular shaped gouge in there. Some more signing right there, some tape on the covers. So a nice copy if you're just looking to fill a hole in your collection or you want to read it, but not one that you'd send to get graded. Again, some writing, some issues on the cover here, some spine, Give it the wiggle jiggle, flip it over so you can see that. Quality and condition of the pages right here. Some repair work and some signature right there. Moving on to Tweety and Sylvester. Obviously the signature issue right there, as you see it. Some creasing, some rough and tumble right here. We've pointed that out already. I'll give it the old shine. Flip it over right there so you can see that. This is from May of '67, number 6. Quite a bit of going on right here. And then we'll show you very quickly quality and condition of these pages. Not repaired, but still signed. Casper is next up on the docket here. We'll show you that real quick. Hanging out with his bat friends. A little bit of paper loss right here. The signature and the writing on the cover. More of the same on the back. This is number 105 from '67. You can see some quality and condition. I'm going to actually take the time to fix this just because sometimes it'll press itself a little bit when we put it back in the bag and stack it with the other comics. Certainly not trying to hide the fact that that was dog-eared, but just trying to fix it up a little bit. So maybe it comes in slightly better condition than you see it here. Alright, we got a right to pick a little fight. Bonanza. I don't know what's happening right there. You can see a little bit more. This one, he's fighting a ghost. Somebody's ready for COVID. So again, you can see some little issues here and there. This is a bigger one. It's 12 cent in Golden Age sized. Writing all up along here, some creases, etc. And these will come all, these did not come to us bagged. These will come as a stack, and we will wrap the entire stack. We'll probably bag the entire stack, but we won't bag and board each one separately. Moving on to Laugh. Again, because oftentimes, even if they do come that way, they are in terrible shape, those bags. Alright, quite a bit of issues right here. Some writing on the cover, wear on all the edges. This has seen better days, but then again, haven't we all? We'll show you the back cover real quick. Oop, look at that. So a couple of pages, they're there, but they've come undone. And I want to make you aware of it. And I expected to see some writing on this cover and some repair work. We're not seeing any of that, but overall, not the best of the batch. Dennis the Menace is right here with his dog. Quite a bit of stuff going on right along here. You can feel it on the cover. It's kind of bumpy and rough. This is from Fawcett. Listed here as Halden Fawcett. So I'll show you the light. Get all wiggle jiggled on there. And it looks like somebody drew in over this with some pen. And is that a slit to the cover? It might be. It's hard to tell, but somebody definitely went over it in pen. We'll flip it over on the back here. Show you the quality and condition of these. So all some nice reader copies. We're moving on to some more Casper. I believe this is number 130 from 1969. So obviously quite a bit of rough edges right here. Some issues here, spine and staples. Flip it over on the back. Give it the wiggle jiggle. And finally, show you some quality and condition of those pages. Somebody signed this one. Not Cliff this time, but Gene. A new character. There you go. I don't see any signatures on this. This is part of the cover, not somebody writing on it. We see some issues here and there. Obviously, the staples, the spine. We'll give it a wiggle jiggle before we flip it over. We'll show you that right there. This is number 119 from July of '68. And a quick quality and condition. See, this is pervasive all the way through. Well, not all the way through, but through quite a few pages there. We're moving to the Kitty Capers. Again, another nice 12-cent one, even in this condition. With the tape across here, fixing up a tear. Even in this condition, these are hard to find. So I think you're going to get a lot of interest in this one right here. This is from Super Comics. It is a 12-center. You can see quite a bit of discoloration. Unfortunately, that's there. But on first sight, you might not have even noticed that had I not pointed it out. Eventually you would have, of course. But just looking at it real quick, so depending on how you display. And surprisingly, the pages inside are actually very nice. Yeah, I'm surprised about that. So there you go. So that's a fun one. I'll be interested to see how well that one, well, the whole lot does, but because of that one. Little Audrey right here. Harvey Comics, number 71. Obviously some loss up there, some issues on the spine and the staples. We'll show right here as we flip it over on the back. Get some issues here. Not too bad. Quick look at the quality and condition of those. Some more monkeys coming at you right here. Always fun to see the monkeys. This is number 6 from November of '67. Is that right? No, this is number 3 from July of '67. It says it right there. But you can see a little bit of loss here near the staple. Obviously, some browning. Let's see if it's separated. I'll be curious to see that. And just a few issues right here. But it holds up real nice. That's a nice looking cover on that one. Back cover is surprisingly nice looking as well. Except for where it's begun to split, and we showed you that on the front. Wow. Very white pages. I'm surprised about that. Good quality and condition right there. Before we see this right there. Wow, that's a fairly nice copy. Woody Woodpecker is up next. 91 from June of '68. Obviously some issues here on the edges and corners. You got some staples and spine issues. We'll shine that light on it. Flip it over and do the same. Take a look at the quality and condition of these pages right here. Before we come back to the monkeys. This time it's number 6 from November of '67. What on earth is going on here? Who knows? But the major distraction right here is this part, where there's some paper loss. You got the staples. We'll show you the back. Let me put it down there so we can get a shot for the catalog. Show you the quality and condition of the interiors. And at least there's no writing in this one, so looking pretty good. We got Wendy, the good little witch, right here. This is number 37, going all the way back to 1966. Some issues right here. Staples, spine. Flip it over. Not too shabby right there. Oh. So I want to point that out, obviously. Now we'll get that shot for the catalog so you can see it. It is there, but it has come loose, unfortunately. You can see the quality and condition of the rest of the pages. And we finish it up with some Gold Key Western Publishing from May